Hello everyone, welcome to the Joking Dolphin Gaming Pod. I'm Mark and as always I'm joined by Matthew.
Hello.
And Nathan.
Hey up.
How are we doing?
All good. Apart from my stomachache this morning, which I've just waxed lyrical about for 4 minutes, but you know.
Yeah, delaying the podcast recording, but let's not go through all that again.
Yes.
But it sounded nasty. Wait, shall we get into it then?
Yes.
News.
Let's.
Yeah, the news. So, well, just a quick, follow-up really from the last podcast, where we went through the whole, Xbox had their special podcast thingamabob, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Where they were talking about the future of Xbox, and they stated that 4 games would be coming multi-platform. But then Phil Spencer refused to say what those games were for some reason. But then, they announced it a few days later, saying that the following 4 games will be coming to other platforms, and that is Grounded, Pentiment, Hi-Fi Rush, and Sea of Thieves, which are the games that we thought were going to be making the jump anyway. But it's now confirmed.
Yep. Good call there, Mark.
Yeah. Well, the internet said it before I did.
Good call there, internet.
I'll claim it. I don't mind. No, Sea of Thieves, I think we should get on that.
Yeah.
And, I was going to say Grounded, but I'm not sure you'd want to do that, Matt, for reasons.
It's fine. I can just change into giant blobs, it'll be fine.
True. Yeah, these are floating.
Can't you make them into, triangles and stuff?
They're just blobs.
It's not triangles, you just
floating
end up round blobs.
Yeah. Look like those fried egg sweets.
Oh, yeah. They're the worst Haribos, then. But anyway.
Other sweets are available. But what I don't get about this, though, just quick before we move on, it's just, as I said, Phil refused to say what the games were.
Yeah.
Because he said, the teams are going to make their own announcements and they don't want to step on their toes. And then 2 or 3 days later, they just put it out on a random blog post. It's like, why didn't you say it in your podcast? So I don't know. Very random. Anyway. Shall we move on to another company then?
Yes.
Right. Nintendo. They had a part of the showcase, am I right?
They did. On the 21st of Feb.
Nintendo Direct.
I'm sure you watched this with a keen eye.
I did.
So what happened?
Lots of things.
Yeah, there were a lot of things.
I mean, firstly, they opened up with Grounded.
Yeah, jumping on that bandwagon.
That's it. Getting that in there straight away. So, to be honest, from what I saw of it, I know I've seen gameplay before and everything, but I thought it looked quite fun.
Yeah,
and I want us to play it.
Yeah.
Regardless of what platform, obviously it's now going to be on Switch and PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'd be good for us to play on. But anyway, that's probably another game that we'll never play. Yeah. But one thing, actually, about that is, how is Grounded going to run on a Switch? Poorly, I imagine, in comparison to
it'd have to
Xbox
be very
and PlayStation.
optimized, so.
It did look a bit janky when they showed it.
It's going to be a cloud game, innit? I know they didn't mention it, but I think they're going to have to run some of it on cloud.
No, I don't think it will. It'll just be very blocky. It's a bit like Minecraft.
Well, at least you won't have to worry about it, Matt. There's blocky spiders running around. Be fine.
No, even they get scared of me, to be honest.
Just one block with a few eyes. Be alright.
That's it.
Anyway, that's going to be out on the 16th of April. So, anything else take anyone's fancy?
Right. So after Grounded, I think the next thing that I took an interest in was the Arranger, a role puzzling adventure. Quite a unique puzzle game. I don't think I've ever seen anything kind of like this, where you have to kind of roll the tiles. Yeah, it's slide the tiles around to get round the world and solve puzzles and such. Seemed pretty cool. I like the concept.
Yeah, it's quite unique. It reminds me of I can't remember the name of the game, but it was either a year or 2 ago. There was a game about folding pieces of paper to match up paths.
Oh yeah. No, I
This kind
remember.
of
I
reminded
forgot
me
what
of
it's
that.
called.
Watch it turn out to be the same people, but
It was actually
who
the
knows?
same.
Who knows?
Actually the same game somehow.
I don't know, I do like a puzzler, and I do like a unique one. I quite like this.
No, I
Just reminds me of those slide puzzles that you used to have when you were a kid that fell out of crackers.
Yeah.
If you had a good cracker.
Well, that's it. Not them rubbish ones that gave you paper clips and stuff.
Yeah. And paper cuts.
Yeah. Oh, goodness. Yeah. I did think this one looked quite cool. It's like the world's on conveyor belts, kind of.
Yeah.
Because everything moves along
I
with
agree
you.
with that. Yeah.
Yeah, everything on the same plane as you shifts. But no specific date for that, was it? It just said summer.
No, I didn't notice. Yeah. Right. Anything else take anyone's fancy?
So I think the next one that I'd highlighted was Monster Hunter Stories. So this is a re-release. So this originally came out on the 3DS, and it's going to be fully voiced in HD. So correct me if I'm wrong, Matt, because you're the leading Monster Hunter expert out of us guys, but this
no, just
is
leading Monster Hunter expert. That's
just
it.
generally, that's
Just
in the
leading.
world.
I don't ever say that much.
So this is Monster Hunter, but using turn-based combat. Is that right?
Yeah. So I think Monster Hunter combined with Pokemon, in effect. So you can go and defeat other monsters. You can go into what's called monster dens, and you can take like eggs from them. And each egg has like their own kind of what's what I'm looking for? Like design and quality to it as well. So like the higher quality, the better stats you can get for it. Each different texture of the egg represents like a different species. So you kind of know what you're going to get out of each egg. And you can also like combine the monsters as well. So to get like certain stats from the weaker one to add onto the sort of stronger one to make even more stronger monsters. I really enjoyed it when I had it on the 3DS. I didn't complete it, but I was pretty sure I was close. I put a lot of hours into it, I should say. No, really enjoyed it. I should probably the sequel to it a bit more. I dropped off that at some point, but maybe this coming in summer will reignite that urge for me to play the second game again.
Yeah. Also on this game, there's a museum option as well. I don't know about you guys, but I always like a good museum option. Just looking through the artwork and music and things. It's always nice to see. And it makes me feel that they care a little bit more about the game when they put stuff like that in.
Little extras, yeah. I always like it when they do it in Assassin's Creed games. They're quite famous for having like a gallery mode where you can just look around and see all the things within the game they've added in, all the landmarks and stuff where it's based. So that should be cool.
Yeah.
Right, this next one, I will admit, I took an interest to the original, but I never had a Nintendo Wii. So for this to get sort of a bit of a remake was a bit of a surprise to me. So we have Disney's Epic Mini rebrushed.
Mickey, not Minnie.
Sorry, Mickey, yeah. Not Mini. I believe this was a 3D platformer where the whole gimmick is Mickey has a brush that you can use to like attack things and color things in to like complete puzzles and progress through the stages and stuff. I don't know, maybe Nathan might have a bit more information on that.
Yep, that's pretty much it. I'll be honest, I never played it on the Wii. But I did like the look of this trailer though. It did look really cool. And I like, as you say, the gimmick of being able to paint like a path to get somewhere. So yeah, that looked pretty cool. One thing I will highlight though is they did call it a classic, and that made me feel really old because I was about 16 when the Wii came out. So I felt that was like coming into adulthood again. Yeah, but we all know you're old, Mark. That's the difference.
Oof.
I used to be young and hip.
Hey, look, that's
and now what's young and hip?
No,
you didn't.
Classic.
No, I would never.
You were young, but you weren't hip.
Yeah, true.
You're young.
Hip replacement, maybe.
Oh, that's what I need right now.
But I've got this right. So Mickey steps into a mirror. He ends up in a workshop.
Yeah.
And then he starts messing about with this chap's paintbrushes.
Mm-hmm.
And then gets sucked into a world of rejected characters. Is that what they said?
I think so, yeah. I think it goes through like the old classic Disney cartoons as well. Because I think you actually play as like the old version of Mickey, if I'm correct.
Well, the Steamboat Willie one.
No,
But it's not
that's
Disney.
that's its own thing. Yeah, there's no Disney anymore. But no, a little bit further on than that.
Okay. And that just said 2024 as well, didn't it?
It did, yeah.
Yeah. Well, the whole partner showcase, I think they specified that these games were coming out in like the first half of the year at least. So, although whether that's true or not, I'm not sure. Looking at some of these days.
Yeah, it seems fairly consistent.
Right. The next thing, absolutely took me by surprise. In a very good way.
Oh, what? Shin Megami Tensei 5? Vengeance?
No, not that.
Well, that was the next thing. But...
Go on after.
Well, the next thing of
got
interest, shall we say.
All I'll say is that was just a bunch of fantasy, which
Yeah.
I think. But yeah.
I mean, it is my. I'll say a quick thing. It is my thing, but I'm a bit annoyed. I've just recently bought Shin Megami Tensei 5, and apparently this Vengeance is like a separate thing.
Oh no!
So I'm like, oh great, right, well, perfect. I mean, it's also coming to PS4 and 5 as well. So.
Well, you've got until 21st of June.
Yeah, better get cracking on that one. So, right. So back to my original announcement, I suppose. Star Wars, the Battlefront Classic Collection. Oh my goodness!
I thought this had already been announced before the showcase.
I don't recall.
I don't know. I can't remember. Anyway, but why?
Why not?
Because we got the new ones.
We do have the new ones, but the old ones were such like cult classics, and I loved my time on Battlefront 2. Like I must have put like so many hours into that. I know, okay, you could say, well, what's the point of doing this when you do have like the modern ones? I will argue, I think the modern ones have probably been tainted too badly now.
Plus, the Switch
To
can't
be
run
honest.
the modern ones properly,
Yeah.
so there's that.
True. there's that.
There's the real reason. Do you think maybe this is those actual games? It's just these are the
These are the real Battlefront, yeah. Those other ones were just imposters.
So this is a collection of both games.
Yeah, so it has the first and second Battlefront games. It will come with all of the DLC that came with both games as well. So I think with Battlefront 1, I believe that was just the Jabba the Hutt's palace as a map. I think was the only DLC for that. Whereas the second game got quite a few different maps, 2 new hero characters as well. I couldn't say their name. I know they're from the Clone Wars. But one's a Jedi, one's a Sith.
I know Kit Fisto's in there.
Kit Fisto, yeah, and the other one, she's from the Clone Wars cartoon. I forgot what her name is. I know, I think it begins with A, but yeah, basically there's that. And then also the whole collection will allow you to play. Now, I don't know if this is both games. This is a bit confusing whether the online is for both or maybe it's just one of them. I'm assuming it's both.
It's got to be both, surely.
You'd think so. I think a lot of people would play the second one over the first, though. I'd be intrigued to know. But anyway, both games will allow you to play up to 64 players online, which is a lot. I think it's actually more than the originals did at the time. Maybe PC might have allowed it, but yeah, that's a lot. I don't know if there's crossplay. That's going to be an interesting question. Whether I've heard rumors saying that it'll be cross-gen, but maybe not cross-play. So you could do, because I think it's coming out on Switch, it's coming out on PS4 and PS5. I think they're going to be doing the Xbox. Don't know if it'll be Xbox One. I'm assuming Series S and X. So, Yeah, that's a bit tricky.
I do have one concern about this. You see, it was done by Aspire, who were the ones who were doing.
We're doing.
Yeah, they were doing. What was it called?
Knights of the
Knights of the Old Republic. Yeah,
remake.
and then it kind of took off their hands, and it went all. Well, it went all up poo creek, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I've not heard that it's cancelled yet, but I'm pretty sure it's close to. If they can't revive it. Yeah, I suppose.
Also, I think we'd just have to look at reviews afterwards to see if it maintains.
Yeah. I mean, I know they handled the port of the original Knights of the Old Republic and the second game onto modern consoles. I heard that was alright, so they might be okay in porting games, but actually making a brand new one might be a bit difficult. But no, I'm really looking forward to that, and that's coming out on the 14th of March this year.
Not long to go.
Anything else to catch people's eyes?
No. I'm sure they'd like the next one.
Oh, what? South Park Snow Day?
South Park. Yeah, Snow Day.
Well, I've played the Fractured Butthole before. That's another South Park game, just throwing it out there.
Yeah, no.
Just to confirm.
Everybody should add the title.
So yeah, South Park Snow Day. So you join South Park as a new kid. Join the gang, like Cartman, Kenny, Kyle, and Stan. Yeah. And you get to make your own character. So that looks quite interesting. Now, I don't think in the Fractured Butthole, they had some kind of risque things that they put in there. And I don't know if they'll like use the same kind of things in this game or not.
Oh, come on. It's
well, are they on the Switch?
I'm not quite sure.
Because I were surprised to see this.
No, they were. Yeah.
The
South Park the Fractured Butthole was on. Yeah. And the original game as well. The Stick of Truth, was it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were on there.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, because it just seems a bit adulty for this. I don't want to like shoehorn Nintendo as like the kiddie console or anything, because I think they've had this since back in the day when they didn't have blood on Mortal Kombat and stuff like that, and it's just kind of followed them along. And also like with the style of their first party games, it doesn't help that rhetoric. But they have got more adult games, like they've got Dying Light and a few like horror titles. So
got Resident Evil 7 and 8 on cloud. So
don't want to shoehorn them, but yeah, I'd play it.
Well, it says here, so you take on enemy factions solo or in online co-op up to 4 players.
Another game that we'll never play.
Oh, we'd need a fourth.
It
says up to 4.
Up to 4. All right, fair enough.
But that comes out March 26th. March. Stacked.
That's my sister's birthday, so sorry, Rebecca, we're not going out for your birthday. I'm going to stay at home and play South Park Snow Day.
Right. I think the next one after this, I think is some of that Nathan would definitely look forward to, because I know he likes his Monkey Ball.
Oh, yeah. Super Monkey Ball, Banana Rumble. Oh, this looks really good. I can't wait.
I know, it's a brand new Super Monkey Ball, like the first one in 10 years, is it? Or something like that? I think I remember seeing.
I think it might be,
like,
yeah.
What?
There's been a lot of collections.
True. There's been a lot of, like, HD ports and stuff, hasn't there? So.
Yeah. But, yeah, we're excited to see that there's over 200 new stages to play. I'm going to get so angry when I get stuck at one, but that's fine. That's what it's all about. One thing I did like the look of, though, is that there's optional motion controls, so that'll come into it with the Joy-Cons, I imagine. So that looks good. And there's this new move you can do called a spin dash, so you can use that to jump over things and create shortcuts in levels. So it'd be interesting to see how that gets used.
Very Sonic-esque.
And there is 4-player local co-op. 16-player online, so you can do like battles and things like that.
Yeah, it looked like they have like their own battle royale. Almost like 16 players. It seems like it was the first one to
get to a
reach the
finish
end,
line or
isn't it?
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'd
Very,
be interesting.
very Fall Guys.
But yeah, it's an exclusive as well.
Yeah, for some reason, I was associating Monkey Ball with Nintendo anyway.
But first two games did come out on the GameCube. Yeah.
So, yeah, that'll be good. I'll be out on the 25th of June. So,
Can't wait.
By way to go. Now, I don't know if you guys have played the first game in this series, but I had heard it actually was pretty good. But this one looks gooey, to add to a pun there. So the world of Goo 2. So it looks as though you essentially complete puzzles by creating bridges and structures out of this blob of glue. Yeah. And it looks as though you've got some levels where you can split this like massive blob like in half, and you can like navigate them around levels and stuff, and you have to like basically get them all hooked up to a pipe to essentially escape levels and stuff. Looks intriguing. I did hear decent stuff about the first game, but I never got around to actually looking at it. But puzzle games, never a bad thing.
Different goo balls have unique properties. So we've got explosive ones.
Oh, that's fun.
And jelly ones. Not sure what use that would be for. I mean, we like blowing stuff up, but
no, that's true.
What the jelly ones are for.
Well, the jelly might be for things to stick together, maybe. Or to suspend things within the jelly.
Wouldn't jelly slip? I think jelly is more of a slippy thing.
I think if you were to throw jelly at the wall,
I think it would slide. No, I don't think it would.
I'm going to make some jelly and find out. Science.
Yeah, we'll test it. Yeah, we'll test that.
Please record and we'll put it on the TikTok.
Yep, that's fine.
We'll find out the results for the next podcast.
Right, yo.
Oh, hang on, but you said that's also got a 4-player local co-op as well.
It does, yes, sorry.
I thought it said 3-player.
That was 4-player. So, 4-player local co-op, which is exclusively on Nintendo Switch, apparently. And it'll be released on the 23rd of May. Cheers, bye. Okay, this next game. I don't know what you guys thought of it. Another Crab's Treasure.
I thought this was hilarious.
I thought it was alright until they said Souls-like.
Souls-like. Yeah.
Yeah, but like Souls-like, but like playing as a small crab, and you find other big crabs and squids and lobsters.
I don't care if I'm a big knight and I've got a suit of armour or whether I'm a crab. I'm going to die anyway, so...
Oh, don't be like that.
It did look fun,
I'm sure you'll be fine.
So you are, if I get it, correct me if I'm wrong here. So you are a crab who's lost his shell, and you're going around polluted oceans, picking up trash, basically, and using that as a shell. And each of those provides a different, unique ability.
Yeah.
There's about 60 of them.
I really like the sound of this.
I think he's trying to make a serious statement as well.
But yeah.
I imagine so.
He's doing it a comedic
Don't
way.
pollute it, please.
Yeah. Don't throw things in the sea.
No, it looked a lot of fun. Definitely got a good sense of humour to it, so keep an eye on that one. Just coming out on April the 25th. Right. I do enjoy my platformers, and this one looks a bit wild and insane to me, all things considered. So I don't know what you guys thought, but Penny's Big Breakaway.
Oh, you're intrigued by this because it said it was made from the team who made Sonic Mania.
Pretty much. That's all I
thought so.
Tell me it's made by the guys who have made the best Sonic game in the last 10 years. And
Sold.
Yeah, I'm interested. I like the sense of momentum. It does. You can tell it feels like it's come from like a Sonic team. It's very big on like momentum, being able to use your yo-yo in quite creative in different ways.
Listen, I was intrigued when they said you have to outrun a penguin army.
Oh well, that's all you need, isn't it? That's all
exactly.
Looks very colourful as well, which is always good for a platformer. So yeah, I like the look of it. I think platformers are a bit of a dying breed nowadays, so always getting new ones. Good thing.
So there's 40 levels across 11 worlds.
Mm.
Now I mentioned the Penguin Army, I just can't get that scene out of Batman Returns out of my head. That's all I can think of.
I just imagine Super Mario film.
Oh, yes.
The Penguin Army came to fight Bowser, but yeah, anyway.
Yeah, but you also fight bosses in it as well.
Yeah, classic platform style.
And it's out now.
Big good surprise. Always nice to hear when games come out on the daily direct, so let's get on that. What you guys got next?
Can I talk about Pocket Card Jockey? Right,
I knew you'd want to talk about this one, Mark.
Oh
So
yeah.
it mix of solitaire and horse racing. So you create a sequence of cards that offer power-ups in a horse race. And you win races to unlock new horses, and then you breed them as well. Which is not something I expected for... When you look at that game, that's not something I expected to be part of it.
It's not a thing you'd expect, would you?
Yeah. So it's got online multiplayer, and that's out now as well. I just thought that looked quite quirky.
Yeah, it's two things you'd never really put together normally. But looks interesting.
But I have to say, my solitaire is not that great.
No, I always seem to lose at salt.
Yeah. I mean, Blackjack, I might be alright at. So, DLC. Let's have it.
Interestingly enough, this the game was made by Game Freak.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the guys who make the Pokemon mainline series. So, that was interesting.
Well, this is is this a sequel or remake? It's something, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe it's a port. I think it was on the 3DS at some point. So, interesting. Right, well, from there we got another Xbox game coming over to the Switch.
We did.
Pentiment.
Yep.
So I remember seeing this when it was first shown at, I can't remember what it was shown on. It's like a Game Awards or Summer Game Fest. I think it was Summer Game Fest actually. And I liked seeing the look of it then because it had that like interesting medieval 2D art style to it, like drawn. And I believe it was all about like, it's one of those games where you make certain decisions in the story and it has like ramifications throughout what you do and stuff. So
yeah, I do want to play.
Good. That's good. It's coming out. Well, it's actually out now already. So that's that one.
It's montage time. Well, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, Pentiment was part of the montage, wasn't it? So, but yeah, we got a montage of all sorts of games coming out. I remember seeing a new Contra.
Yeah, Contra Operation Galba. Yeah,
I thought you said Galuga, but maybe I can say.
Oh, I think you're right. I'm just autocorrect.
Autocorrect.
Yep, Galuga. I remember it. Yes, you're right. Snufkin, Melody of Moomin Valley.
That's a name.
That certainly
Tales of Kenzera. Zao. Z-A. Oh, I don't know. Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, Sweep the Board.
Oh, one for you, Nathan. Maybe.
I've never watched Demon Slayer, to be honest.
Kingdom Come Deliverance Royal Edition.
Yeah, I've played Kingdom Come Deliverance.
I need to get on that as well. I bought it ages ago.
I feel like I need to get into it eventually. Yeah.
I got lost at one point. I had to speak to somebody, could not find them, and then
I think that's kind of the aim of the game.
Yeah.
I had to knock at the door, my kebab came, and then I never played it since. I'm sure there's like literally 3 games that I've tried to play.
You thought about you know the same thing. It's like,
it's like you and
what?
Yeah, the 15th century kebabs.
Not Deliveroo, it's Deliver Horse.
Deliverance.
Deliver moo. That's Cowlin. Anyway.
Right, and then after all that, we got a little
Another
update.
montage.
Another montage, yeah. We got another montage to an update to the Switch Online offering. And it was pretty good, I must say.
Yeah. Load of rare games.
Yeah,
It's
a
also
lot
always
of
nice to
old
see.
style Rareware games that they did on the Nintendo consoles. So we got, just list them off. We got Snake, Rattle and Roll, and RC Pro Am, which was on the original Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
For the Super Nintendo, we got Battletoads in Battle Maniacs, which I loved Battletoads games, by the way. That's some of my favorite, like, 2D scroll fires, akin to, like, Streets of Rage and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles kind of stuff. Probably a big one for the fighting scene. We've got Killer Instincts, the original one.
Yeah.
And then something for the Nintendo 64, which I believe they've also mentioned is actually part of the expansion pack, is Blast Corps, I believe it's called. I can't remember. I feel like I remember this game, but I also don't remember it. I think it was essentially just about destroying a city block, basically, as efficiently as possible. So they're all coming throughout the year, I think. I don't recall if they said when they're coming.
I don't remember seeing a release for it.
No. Whenever it comes to these, like, Switch Online offerings, it's always kind of pretty vague, and it's like...
Did it not say they're available from today?
They could have. Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
Now I'm thinking, I'm like...
That's why I did my notes. Because I had the
If you had it in your notes, then...
Blast Corps is the expansion pass only game.
Yeah.
The others are on the standard membership.
Yeah.
And available from today.
Oh, it could be then.
Yeah.
A good surprise.
More games.
All games. And then we rounded off the partner showcase with a sequel to a very cult classic that was on the Wii, if I recall.
Yeah.
Endless Ocean Luminous. So this looks like you're basically like a sea diver exploring the sort of ocean bed and discovering all sorts of fish species and scary sharks. And
So I had Endless Ocean on the Wii.
oh yeah,
I did like it a lot.
Hmm.
You know, I like the serene nature of it.
I would say it seems like
peaceful
quite relaxing.
underwater.
Yeah.
It was until they said you could have up to 30 players online. And then I thought it looked a bit of a mess.
It did, like when they were doing that selfie thing, like with all of them there,
Yeah.
that was a bit weird.
So that's not what I want. Go away. It's just,
Well,
I
you
just want me and the ocean and the animals. That's all I
I
want.
imagine you can play offline though, Mark. You'll be fine.
Look, we can play it with us free.
You don't want to play
No,
with us.
I don't even want you
Exactly.
to really either.
Oh well, bugger off then. Help you drown.
Charming, isn't it?
Me and my
Pull the
sister used to
pipe out
play
your
Endless Ocean, and we always used to go out and try and find the whale shark, but we get really scared as we approached it because it's the biggest thing that you could find. Because I don't think you could find a blue whale on it. But yeah, I think I'm with Mark on this one. It's quite a serene game. You just go around finding fish, and it said there's over 500 species, including some that may be extinct, and also some mythical creatures as well.
I'm not sure what I think of that.
I'm interested in the extinct ones, like the old dinosaur-looking ones. I think that'd be pretty cool. But I'm not sure about the mythical ones for me.
Do you think they'd have like
Kraken?
The Megalodon?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Kraken.
Maybe the Megalodon, yeah. The Kraken. What else?
It needs to be the one from Yakuza. Just big octopuses.
Maybe a big, massive world serpent.
Yeah.
Oh, God of War crossover. Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Could you imagine?
But yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to playing it.
Yeah. That's good.
But also they said it takes place in an area called the Veiled Sea, and that the region changes on each dive. So
That's good.
each dive will be unique.
Keeps coming back.
Procedural generation seas and stuff.
I imagine
So like
so.
that, Mark, won't you?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Oh, it looks good. I'm sure it'll be a fun time. Yep. And that's coming out on the 2nd of May, so pretty close to my birthday, actually. So, no hints.
Is that an exclusive?
I think it will be,
I'd have thought
yeah,
so,
because
'cause
the
I
first
actually
two
think-
came out Wii.
Yeah, I think the Endless Ocean is actually like a first-party game. The class is like Nintendo makes this. So,
Okay.
I'm just looking at it now.
It's just with it being a part of the showcase, maybe it might be elsewhere.
35 quid at shop too. Let's get that in the basket.
Already?
Anyway. Yeah. I'm going to buy 2 copies. One for me and one for my sister. So we can relive our youth.
And with like 28 other people as well.
No. We'll just do a closed lobby. I think out of all of them, that's probably the second best game in terms of what I'm looking forward to, Endless Ocean. Super Monkey Ball for me. Got to be the best one.
I think it might have to be the Star Wars Battlefront.
I think Endless Ocean is my favourite.
Yeah.
I can go play the other Battlefront. There's a reason I haven't played that in
20 years.
To be honest, I think I played the second one of the new ones, like when it launched, and then just haven't played it since. So I can't see why I'd go back and play this either.
Fair enough. All for me. Right. What else have we got?
Well, did I see the Borderlands trailer?
I did, yes.
Do you want to
It's
talk about
a real
that?
thing.
You're the Borderlands person.
I'm the Borderlands person.
I watched it. It looked okay, fine. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm sort of concerned.
Yeah, I think when I first heard the cast, I was like, not sure. And then actually seeing the trailer, I'm like, I think it's better than what I was expecting.
It's cherry picking the moments, though, isn't it?
I think that is, yeah.
I can't distance myself away from the backstory I've heard about it, about how like writers leave it and things like that. And
yeah.
I think Craig Mazin was involved at some point. You know,
the co-writer.
Last of Us and that. You know, I think he took his name off it. It's like,
surprise.
And then I think they went through a series of reshoots which didn't involve the director, like the main director. I think someone else came and did it. So it's a bit. I don't know what to think.
Is that because though that he might have been busy at the time though?
It might have been, but it also makes you wonder why they needed reshoots anyway. I mean, I know a lot of films have reshoots, but I don't know.
Well, yeah, just reading the information on it. It was written and directed by Eli Roth.
Eli Roth.
Sorry, Eli Roth. If you don't know the cast, we have Cate Blanchett as Lilith. We've got Kevin Hart as Roland, Jamie Lee Curtis as Tannis. I don't know who's playing Krieg. They seem to have kept that one off.
I did read earlier, but it's not someone I know.
No, to be fair, I imagine that they've just like got some sort of big bodybuilder. Because that's what it needs to be, really.
Just get the
The
Rock
Rock,
in while you're at it, yeah.
Get the Rock, well,
He's worked with Kevin Hart before.
Yeah, good friends.
Do you think this is good casting for the characters?
Well, I'll finish it, because there's also Jack Black who's voicing Claptrap.
Of course. Yep.
Because he voices everyone nowadays.
He just starts singing, that's Claptrap.
I don't know, but then
that's not a good sign.
The thing is, if you just tell me, right, think of like the perfect cast you'd want as like that plays the Borderlands characters, I don't think I could actually think of anyone, because I feel like Borderlands is just so over the top and out there. It'd be like, it wouldn't be like the first IP I'd have thought to make into a film. So, I mean, we'll see.
Do you not sort of wish they were going for a bit more of the art style?
That's something that I was a little bit disappointed in. At least It's definitely got a style. It's clearly inspired by Borderlands, but on a realistic scale. I did kind of wish there was more of the, like it had like the black outlines. It was a little bit more cell shaded. I do wish it was that, because I think it would have worked a little bit better.
What do you think they're just trying to appeal to a wider audience?
I think so, yeah. We've also got the synopsis of the film as well that they released. So I'll read it real quick. Lilith, an infamous outlaw of a mysterious past, reluctantly returns to her home planet Pandora to find the missing daughter of the universe's most powerful SOB, Atlas. Now, this is new. This is like, I don't think this is based on anything out of any of the Borderlands games, sorry.
Oh, that was my next question. I was going to ask, is this based on one of the games? But based on that, I assume not.
I can sort of read it as partially the second game, a little bit. I'll continue on because it goes on a little bit. Lilith forms an alliance with an unexpected team. Roland, a former elite mercenary, now desperate for redemption. Tiny Tina, a feral preteen demolitionist. Pretty spot on. Krieg, Tina's muscle-bound, rhetorically challenged protector. Which I don't think is new. Tanis, the scientist with a tenacious grip on sanity. I feel like I've said that wrong. Tenacious, probably saying tenacious. And Claptrap, a persistently wise-ass robot, which, yeah, that sounds about right. These unlikely heroes must battle alien monsters and dangerous bandits to find and protect the missing girl, who may hold the key to an unimaginable power. The fate of the universe could be in their hands, but they'll be fighting for something more each other. So I can see it as being like a bit like Guardians of the Galaxy, I suppose.
Yeah, I think that's probably the vibe they're going through, isn't it? Yeah.
No mention about there being a bazillion gajillion guns in the film, so that's a bit disappointing. But I don't know, we'll see. The trailer was fine. I think I need to see more. I need to see more of the actual like bonding of the group. I want to see more like how that's going to work, and if they can actually like bounce off each other.
Yeah, the chemistry between them.
That's it. Yeah, I think that's the word, the chemistry. So we'll see.
I just expect to see a lot of Kevin Hart just shouting a lot, which I just don't like.
I feel like it was a little toned down in that trailer, to be honest. I don't think it was.
Yeah, they probably turn volume
very
down,
much
didn't
the
they?
same. Yeah.
I'm sure when we watch it, it'll be all that.
Well, we do have a release date as well, so it's aiming for the 9th of August this year. So I'm sure we'll get onto that when it comes out.
Yeah, we'll go see how that pans out.
Right, well, I would like to finish off with the potential news on PlayStation VR2 being compatible with the PC.
Oh, interesting.
I've not heard of this.
So, Sony have essentially kind of come out, and I believe it was in a blog post. They said something into this. We're pleased to share that we are currently testing the ability for PSVR2 players to access additional games on PC to offer even more game variety in addition to PSVR2 titles available through PS5. They went on to say, we can hope to make this support available in 2024, so stay tuned for more updates.
This year?
Yeah. So I did go on to sort of just say, like, oh, here's some games that are coming out, which I think was The Wizards, Dark Times, Brotherhood, and there's DLC for Horizon Sunshine 2. But,
I have to say, I haven't played the PSVR 2 as much as I wanted.
Me too. I bought it with the best of intentions, and they've not been realised.
This is like, when on the PSVR 1, we said, oh, it's because there's a lot of cables, you have to faff about and all that.
Yeah.
And then it's like one cable for this one. I thought, right, I'll play this more. It turns out I just haven't. Which I'm sad about, actually.
Thing is, for my VR2, it's in a drawer, so I'm not seeing it all the time. So it's
True,
not
same.
kind of right in front of me to think, oh, maybe I should have a go on that. I just forget about it. It's like what's happened with the Portal. It's where all my other controls are in a little kind of a
Trash
drawer. No, I don't know what it is. It's in my entertainment cabinet in a closed section that I can't see. So I'm like, I don't know. I need it to be there for me to remember. There's just that much going on, and
take it out and put it on hang it on a coat hanger or something.
Put it on a coat hanger. Yeah.
Well,
It's just-
I mean,
It's one of
That's
them
kind of
things
neat.
that won't look good in the middle of a living room, though. That's the thing. So, yeah.
well, I mean, this kind of news could potentially get you guys trying again if they make support for some PC VR games to come to VR2.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. I'd be interested to see what else they could do with it, because if they can get PC support, what else can they do with it? Can they, open it up to being able to do stuff within the metaverse with it as well?
You had to take it there, didn't you?
Of course, it's me.
The thing is, I'm going to use it even less attaching it to a PC. After
Well,
your
your laptop will blow up, mate. It's...
Well, yours anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
Mine
that just seems like
first.
even more of a faff connecting it up.
I'd be interested to know what the specs need to be. Do you know if it to work well?
Or work badly.
Yeah.
But does that mean you could personally play Half-Life Alyx on it?
Well,
Interesting.
we'll have to wait and see.
That'd be something, wouldn't it? That'd be something.
Well, still arguably probably the best example of a VR game that uses its full gimmick, I suppose. Words probably weren't right there. You know what I mean? It's probably the best VR game. There you go.
I don't know. I think it's nostalgia for Half-Life. I think that's what's got it for a lot of people. Because they were so clamouring for Half-Life 3. It's like, right, we'll claim this. This is the best thing ever.
Okay. Bit of a controversial hot take there.
Well, I've not played it, so I don't know. But I'm viewing it. I can't see what's better about it than a lot of other VR games. But obviously, it's what you play, isn't it? Really.
Yeah, I mean, it could be the immersion, it could be the interactivity with your environment. That's probably pretty impressive. But then, a lot of games, I imagine, could be similar. You could look at Horizon, Call of the Mountain. You could look at any of the Resident Evil games as well. Maybe they're really good in VR, so.
Job Simulator.
Job Simulator, yeah. Going to get that Job Simulator 2 when it's out.
Well, it's Vacation Simulator. That was the sequel. Which is very good as well. I need to get back on that, actually. In fact, that was the last VR game I played.
I need to play it. I bought it. Well, I bought the digital version so I could play it on VR2. So I need to give that a go because I hate
Job or Vacation Simulator.
Job Simulator.
Yeah, because you bought it physical, remember?
Yeah, that was the
That
biggest
didn't work.
mistake of my life.
Not because of the quality of the game.
No, because I
Just you
just
making a poor decision.
couldn't play it on the VR2.
Yeah, that one. You live and learn.
I was ill-informed by Reddit. Anyway, you live and you learn, don't you?
You do.
And if I keep it long enough, it might be worth something one day.
Yeah. Flog it to me.
Could do, yeah. You don't play your VR2, mate. Never mind whapping VR1 out for it. But it'd be a nice little collector's piece for you. I might gift it you for Christmas one day. Well, I say one day on Christmas.
June the 6th. Here you go, Mark.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, mate.
Well, that's all the time we have for chaps. Thanks very much. We'll be back next Tuesday. You can also follow us across social media. Find Joking Dolphin on YouTube and Facebook, as well as on Instagram and Twitter at Joking Dolphin. And you can visit our website at jokingdolphin.com. Until next time, thanks for listening. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.